Apple Screen Time's free. It's already on your kid's iPhone. So why are millions of parents paying for a parental control app instead? That's the question I kept coming back to when we started testing these apps. And honestly, I used to think screen time was enough. I was wrong. And I want to show you exactly why and what you should be using instead. Here's the short version. Screen time was built for basic guardrails, time limits, app restrictions, that kind of thing. But it was not built to actually protect your kid. It doesn't monitor what they're seeing. It doesn't flag when someone's saying something concerning to them in a group chat. And this is the one that really got me. Your kid can totally bypass it with a factory reset. Your settings, your limits, your work, all of it gone. So if you're here because you search for the best parental control app for the iPhone, you definitely need one. Let me tell you which one you need and why. So I'm a mom. That's not a throwaway detail. It's the reason I've spent years actually testing this stuff instead of just reading spec sheets. And after our team spent hundreds of combined hours putting every major parental control app through its paces, Aura is the one that I genuinely recommend. I use it for my own family. I have a 15-year-old. I will walk you through exactly what makes it different, where it beats the competition, and who might want something else. Discount links, of course, are in the description if you want to jump ahead. Those also help support the channel at no extra cost to you, and we totally appreciate it. Let's start with the thing that matters most on the iPhone. Does it actually work? So here's the dirty secret about parental controls on iOS. Apple controls the ecosystem, and they limit what third-party apps can access. That's great for privacy in general, but it makes parental controls kind of complicated. A lot of apps promise features on their website that barely function on the iPhone. Bark, for example, and I do think that Bark is a solid app for certain things. Some users literally cannot complete the setup. There's a step that requires connecting an iPhone to a PC that totally trips people up, like consistently. With Aura, I had it set up in under 5 minutes. You just scan a QR code from your phone to your kid's phone, you follow the prompts, and you're done. So here's what surprised me about how Aura handles content blocking. When we tested it, blocked content just didn't load at all. No warning screen that your kid can click through, no request more time loophole, no negotiation. It simply doesn't appear. And that's a bigger deal than it sounds because a lot of parental controls will give you an illusion of safety, like the kid sees a block message and taps past it. Aura doesn't even give them that option. You get 28 content filtering categories to work with, and that's more granular than Bark's 19. You're not choosing between block everything or allow everything. You can actually dial it in by age or by topic or by what makes sense for your specific kid. Because let's face it, a 9-year-old and a 14-year-old need very different settings. And Aura actually lets you make that distinction. The feature that really separates Aura from everything else that we tested is safe gaming. So if your kid plays games on a PC, Roblox, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Discord, Aura monitors voice and text chats across over 200 games. That's the space where a lot of concerning interactions are going to happen, and most parental control apps don't even touch it. Bark doesn't, Screen Time definitely doesn't. And beyond filtering, the app monitors messaging patterns and can surface risk signals, conversations that might involve things like self-harm, for example. That's not something that you're going to get from a screen time limiter. That's actual protection. So here's something most parents don't think about. The threat to your kid doesn't stop when they put the iPhone down. Their personal information, their name, their social security number exists out in the world, whether they're online or not. And that exposure can do real damage long before they're even old enough to know that it's happening. This is where Aura goes somewhere that no other parental control app is going. When you have Aura's family plan, every adult on the plan gets full identity theft protection. But for your kids, Aura also monitors their social security numbers for unauthorized use because child identity theft is a specific documented problem. A child's social security number can be stolen and used for years before they're even old enough to check their own credit. We actually had one of our researchers sign up, and Aura found 18 instances of his information on the dark web, including a password that he was still actively using. The other services that we tested totally missed it. The family plan also includes 3 bureau credit monitoring for the adults in your household, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, data broker removal from over 200 sites, a VPN, antivirus, and a password manager. Identity theft insurance up to $5 million. The idea is that protecting your child from the internet means means protecting the whole household that surrounds them, right? Not just the device that's in their hand. And if you genuinely want parental control only, Aura does offer a standalone plan called Aura Parents at $99.99 a year. And that includes everything I've described on the parental control side. Content filtering, safe gaming, risk signal monitoring, plus a well-being score that gives you an overall picture of your kid's digital health, AI chat app alerts that notify you when your kid starts interacting with an AI chatbot, and messaging insights showing which apps they're using to communicate and the kind of general tone of those conversations. All of that for essentially the same price as Bark. So if protecting your family's financial future is something that you're serious about, my discount link is in the description below. It's going to get you the best current price, and it helps support this channel at no extra cost to you, which we greatly appreciate. So let me give Bark a fair hearing, because I know a lot of you are still deciding between these two. Bark is genuinely good at one specific thing: communication monitoring. It scans over 30 social media platforms, texts, emails, and it uses AI to flag concerning content. Things like bullying, depression, signs of violence. So if your primary concern is monitoring your teenager's messages across social platforms, Bark is going to do that well, and it goes deep. Where it falls short: 19 content filtering categories versus Aura's 28. So no gaming monitoring, iPhone setup that can genuinely frustrate people, and it's only parental controls, nothing that actually protects the rest of your family's digital life. The honest version: if your teenager's social media behavior is your single overriding concern, Bark is definitely worth looking at for that specific use case. For most families, especially those with younger kids or anyone who wants the parental controls to connect to something larger, Aura definitely covers more ground. So think of it this way: screen time is a seatbelt. Bark adds some airbags. Aura is the seatbelt, the airbags, and the collision avoidance system, and a VPN, and it's watching out for the whole car, not just the passenger seat. If you're looking for the best parental control app for iPhone, one that actually works on iOS, that your kid can't reset their way around, that monitors the places where real harm happens, and that protects your child even when they set the phone down, Aura is what I would definitely go with. It's what I use for my own family. My discount link, once again, it's in the description. It's going to get you the best current price. And of course, if you have any questions about which plan makes sense for your situation, make sure you drop them in the comments. I read everything. Stay safe out there.